Hey kitty cats, so today, as requested by some people, I'm going to do a tarot reading. I have these cards that were a gift to me last year, and I've had other tarot cards too, but these are the ones I've been using lately because they're very small, so they're easy for me to use. A lot of tarot cards are very large and make it very hard, especially when you have arthritis, to shuffle them or use them at all. So I really like these small ones. And I am shuffling them now because we are going to do a 2020 reading. What I do is I pick a different card for each month and tell you what that means for the month. This is going to be not a complete in-depth reading. I'm not going to spend hours on this. This is just a very quick, this is what is going on during that month. I also read a little bit differently than some tarot readers. So if you're a tarot reader and you're like, wait, that's not what it means to me, that's just that I read a little bit differently. So get ready. And personally, I think that most tarot card readers read differently. We can all look at the same card sometimes and get different things from it, depending on how we were taught to read or just our instincts. So here we go. For January 2020, I've got the Five of Pentacles upside down. You can see that. So, usually in this case, I would say this means an abundance of money going on, but yet draining. However, this is upside down. So what we're showing is going to be the opposite. So money may be tight, but it's going to grow. So January is going to be about financial growth. So we should be expecting money to get stronger, I guess you could say. Like, our finances may not be so great during January, but it's going to get better as the month progresses. So if it starts out kind of it's going to progress and progress into a better and better situation. So that's what January is really going to be about, is about financial growth. So if you're looking for, you know, a new job or a promotion, those things may possibly be happening. But that is what January is really about. Next card is, for February, is Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so you see this man, and you know, I wanted to get a closer look. He is tending to the bush. He's kind of relaxing after tending, but you know, he has been tending to this bush full of money. That's what's going on. So February, also about finances and about fruition. Like, your money is going to be happening in February. February is when it's like, okay, I've been working towards these financial goals. These financial goals are finally happening for me in February. And now I can just sort of relax a little bit. Like, you know, keep an eye on it, but still be like, okay, things are cool. You can relax. You can be like, yay, finances are going better. That's what that's really about. And if you're wondering, like, how can this speak to everyone? This is about this is a reading that's done for people in general. Your reading could be slightly different if I was reading to you personally, but this is sort of a general reading about how things are going to be going on. So yes, yours might be slightly different, but this is a general reading for how things are going to be going. Like, so say there's one person who, you know, maybe things aren't going as well, and that's because this isn't a personal reading, this is a general one. So this is for most people, because I can't possibly do a reading for all of you at the same time without there being some slight differences. So next card we pick is the Four of Wands. This is for March. It's a really great card, actually. So, Four of Wands, you see the ladies dancing, but they're dancing in this very stable Four Wands. So this is about social interaction. March is going to be about your social life. It's going to be where things are going to be happening in your social life, but nothing too crazy. It's not like your social life's going to be going downhill or going uphill. It's just you're going to be able to come back to it, you know. And I think that's kind of something that usually happens in March, because March is like getting to the end of winter, and so you're tending to do more social interaction. So this isn't that strange at all. It's kind of a normal March thing. So you're gonna have like a good time. April. For April, we have Page of Wands. Okay. April is going to be a great time for youth. If you've got kids, teenagers, whatnot, this is a good time for them. This is a time when their social lives are going to be doing very well. Now, you also see there's a feline here, which can stand for a little bit of mystery. Cats are mysterious beings. So, even though that things are going to be like going well, and these, for your young people, you might not know everything that's going on. Does that mean it's a bad thing? No, it just means that they've got their own things going. I would say this is especially for teenagers. April is the month for teenagers, the month for them getting involved in things that I wouldn't say that you wouldn't agree with. For some of you, that might be true. But for others, I think it's going to be more about them just finding their own path and going their own way. And that's a very normal thing to happen, especially with teens. So if you have teenagers, if you don't have any teenagers, if you don't have any kids or grandkids, this is going to be just about exuberance and liveliness. April will be very lively for you, but yet a lot of things are going to be unseen. So there's going to be a lot going on, but not much that you're going to really understand. Kind of a weird month. May. May is Page of Swords. Okay. May. Oh, May. I would say that May is trouble ahead. There's going to be some things that are going to just be like, what the heck is going on? Like, this, now, this doesn't mean it'll end badly, but there are going to be some problems in May. May is going to be a very problematic month for a lot of people, and that's not that strange really either. May has Beltane in it, and there's Beltane is a fire festival like kind of thing, and lots of strange things go on in May. This is just my opinion. So May is going to be kind of a troublesome month So watch out for May. Make sure you've got everything in order and that you're keeping an eye on your family and your life altogether, because problems are going to come up. Ooh, this is interesting. When I picked up the June card, the card underneath it kind of slipped out. So June has 2 cards. First of all, we've got 8 of Swords. And the other card is the Hermit.
Stop touching things.
Okay. 8 of Swords, also a very problematic card. You are surrounded. Well, you will be surrounded in June by lots of things going on. So that stuff that started in May is really just keeping on in the beginning of June. And you're going to feel like it's too much. And you're going to feel like there's no way out. And you just are going to be like, what the ever living fuck. However, you also have the Hermit card here. And the Hermit card means it's a time for reflection. This is a good time for you to look inward. So maybe all of these problems are kind of your own fault, which isn't that unusual. Usually our problems are caused by ourselves. Not always, but usually. So this is a time for you to reflect. How do I get out of these situations? How did I get into these situations? And look into yourself to see if there are better ways for you to approach life so that these problems aren't occurring anymore. So that is what June is about. July's my birthday month, so July, Knight of Pentacles, upside down. So money again is what's coming up here, or finances, or it can also be about jobs. Since it's upside down, that means it's the opposite of what it regularly is. So regularly this would be about like really protecting your money, protecting it from those who would try to get involved with it. In this case, you don't really need to worry. The people you think that might be causing you, or companies or whatnot, things that you think are causing you financial problems, are probably not as bad as you think they are, and you can relax a little bit, maybe spend a little extra. July might be a good time for you to like say, hey, you know what, I've got this extra money, and instead of me holding tightly to it and worrying about, you know, whether I need it or not, this might be a good time to spend a little and just have a good time. So this might be a good time for you to go on vacation. It might be a good time for you to buy some things that you've been wanting. Maybe, you know, an appliance that you've really been wanting, or a new car. This would be a good time for you to go ahead and get those things. Okay. We've got, for August, Page of Pentacles. There's been a lot of pages. So, once again, it's upside down though. It was upside down. Sorry, I didn't mention that. So usually this would be about new money coming in, and it looks like there won't be much new money coming in August, which is kind of funny because I just told you to go ahead and spend some money. What it means here, that doesn't mean that you still can't go ahead and spend the money. It just means that August is going to be a little bit tighter. It doesn't mean that bad things are going to happen. It's just a little bit tighter than usual. It also shows, you know, there's like this little goat, if you see it. Do you see the little goat here? We'll put it up side right. So the little goat is hanging out with this young woman, and she's probably, you know, hurting it and all that. But She's also holding up this like large coin. So this is not the time for you to start new endeavors either when it comes to financial success. So basically what you did in July, spending a little extra money, in August, it's not a good time to spend any extra money. So make sure that you stop whatever thing that you bought in July. In August, you cannot buy anything extra. You need to hold on to what you got and tend to it. If you can understand that. The next one is 10 of Swords. Oh, not really a favorite card of mine. So that's for September. September, you see the wise old owl up there and the tree, and then you see the person with all the swords stuck in them. September is going to be another month that's going to be like kind of like which doesn't surprise me because, you know, I mean, when we're talking about general reading, there's going to be a lot going on, especially in the United States for 2020. We're going to be, you know, political stuff, and so usually it's, you know, when it comes close to that time, there's lots of arguing and people not wanting to listen to each other and just crap. So people not listening to maybe the people they should be listening to. So instead of ignoring what other people might be trying to tell you, listen. Listen to it. Listen to those. And that doesn't mean listen to your elders only. It means listen to the young people too. This means listen to whoever is trying to talk to you. Whoever's trying to talk to you, listen to them. Because otherwise, things are just going to be a mess. You're going to end up with a buttload of problems and be just really unhappy and stressed out. So listen to people. Try to communicate with them. And listen. Listening most importantly, and then communication. Don't just immediately jump on people and be like, well, this is what I think. You really need to like listen to others and find out what they are thinking before making assumptions about them. October, 2 of Pentacles. This is a good one. As you can see, there's an infinity symbol. Do you see the infinity symbol going around the pentacles? This means money coming in and out very well. This means that you're going to be having good time with your finances during October. Things are going to be very successful during October and a constant loop of it. So that's really great. That's a good month, October. November. November is Queen of Pentacles. There's a lot of financial stuff over this year. It's Queen of Pentacles upside down. But I'm going to show it to you right side up so you just get a clear view of. So Queen of Pentacles. She's got her little dog. She's got everything's going right, basically. But this was upside down. So sadly, November doesn't look like a good month for anyone. Like, things are just kind of going to go sour, especially in your financial round. Finances are really going to go up and down during 2020. So what you need to do is just keep an eye on what you're doing. Even when you do have that month in July where you just go ahead and spend, still keep an eye on your money. And, you know, after you make that spend, that's it. Like I said, in August, July is the only month where you can make that big purchase. Otherwise than that, you know, keep an eye on your money. February, you could relax about it. Was it February or March? Now I've got to go back and look. I'm like, huh? Yes. February, you can relax about it. But July, you can actually make a big purchase with it. But in February, you know, relax, but don't go crazy either. So now we're going to go right into the last month, December. Oh, nice one. Ten of Cups. December is going to be a great month. December of 2020 is going to be a month where you can celebrate, where you can be happy, where things are going to come to fruit. The fruit will be there. That's what I like to say. So everything that you've been working towards the end of the year is going to be really well for you. So for the most part, this seemed to be mostly about finances for people, which isn't that shocking. That happens a lot. When you do yearly stuff, it's usually a lot about finances, because that's what most people are worried about these days and have been for like years now. Like, there might be some people that have other worries, but generally people are worried about their money situations. And that shows kind of like the ups and downs of 2020. So yeah, July, you can make that big purchase or do that big thing that you want to do that's going to cost you a little extra, or whatnot, go on vacation, spend it on a vacation thing. Otherwise, yeah, keep an eye on your money. And November is really going to be kind of a crappy month for it, so that's why it's super important for you to keep an eye on it the rest of the time, so that when November comes around, it won't be as bad as it could be. And that's it. That was the reading. When I do a regular reading, I do an extra card to just get a generalization, but this is a year reading, so I'm just doing a month by month thing. And as I said, this was a very general reading, so I mean, if you want something that's more tuned to just yourself, then you should see a reader for that, if that's what you're looking for. And otherwise, this is for fun. You know, for those of you who don't believe in this sort of thing or aren't into it, this is just for fun. Don't worry about it. Don't get excited about it. It's just a fun thing that I'm doing because some of my subscribers wanted me to do this. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I used to do a lot more reading than I do these days. I kind of got out of it because it seems like the town I live in has a lot of people reading in it. And it seemed like it was just too competitive. And I just didn't want... Also, people can be really crazy when they're getting readings. I'm not going to get too into it, but yeah. Sometimes when you're doing readings, people just get very upset and worked up, and so I mostly just do it for people I know, and stick with that. But yeah, I still read, just not as much. And I thought this yearly reading, general reading, might be fun. And I asked subscribers, would you want me to do this? And I got several answers, so I was of yes, so I went ahead and did it. I hope you enjoyed it, and please share, subscribe, and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And, you know, always remember to be kind, even when your finances are kind of all over the place. All right, bye-bye, kitty cats.